How awesome would it be to be able to camp with the kids, the parents, and maybe the grandparents? I got an RV that can do it. Welcome to the Heartland Eddie Bauer 34 BHS. This beauty is 38 feet 5 inches, roughly 8,800 pounds, can sleep 8 or more, you're gonna hear a lot of 8s, but is a generational coach. It is highlighted by having a separated bunk room, spacious living area, of course, Eddie Bauer decor, and a primary suite that has some pretty sweet additions to it. Not to mention, it's a bath and a half. I like how in the rear of the 34 BHS, we have a giant bunk room. So double over double bunks on the campsite, single bunk over a jackknife, a spacious entertaining spot, plus you got a little bit of storage. The bunks that we have here on the campsite, you got a 200-pound double bunk up top, 275 bunk down below. Now, could you get 2 adults on a 200-pound bunk? Probably not. But a couple of kids, a couple of dogs, sure. Or 1 adult and then 2 down here maybe for the 275. Your storage, first off, love the Eddie Bauer green. I'm a huge fan of forest green. This crushes it. So, got storage space underneath that bottom bunk, which it's not deep, but you can put some shoes in there if you need to. You know, it's just additional space. Hideaway hinges as well, which is a nice calling card of quality construction. I got LED lights on both bunks with USB charging. Then over here on the off-camp side, check this out. So this twin bunk holds more than that top bunk. So my fat butt would be sleeping up here because it's 275 pounds. But if you wanted to do some entertaining or let the kids have their own eating space, this locks into place over your jackknife sofa right here. This is plush, comfortable. You got the fold down cup holders there. It does kick out into a bed so you can sleep 1 adult there. But this space is pretty sweet. The kids could play games back here, bring in a card table. They got their own dining space. But probably the best part about the separate bunk room, they have a half bath. Because if I'm fixing Grandpa Ernie, Uncle Tyrone, and little Billy some chili dogs, they need their own separate bathroom. So thank goodness the 34 BHS not only has a half bath for them, it is a porcelain bowl. I got a vanity right here with an undermounted sink as well as a medicine cabinet and vent and fan, but they also have their own entry point. So they can come and go as they please at night, or if you're hanging out outside, coming back from the beach, get cleaned up without walking that stuff through your nice Eddie Bauer coach. Now let's check out this living area. The living area is highlighted by the Eddie Bauer decor, not to mention a super slide with my jackknife sofa, booth dinette, L-shaped kitchen, entertainment center, and a fridge big enough to hold all my vittles. Now, over here on the off-camp side is where we're gonna find our conjugating area. I got the jackknife sofa with the fold-down cup holders in the middle, surrounded by those wood balances. The flush floor slide also gives me some decent headroom up here. And I got storage, the white shaker style cabinets with these like gold pulls. Just looks clean. I mean, you can tell it's got some Eddie Bauer style to it. And the jackknife sofa is not your standard jackknife sofa. This is an upgraded material. It's softer, at least in my opinion. It's plush and comfortable. And when it comes time to kick out, you need a spot for Uncle Ty to store his stuff under his bed, and boom, here we go. Oh yeah, I think Uncle Tyrone would like this. So I got a couple of generations represented already in my 34 BHS. And when it comes time to sit and eat, one of the things is always booth dinette space, at least in my opinion. Can you fit 4 people at a booth dinette? This one, you can. Number 1, it's Eddie Bauer. So the cushions are gonna be thicker and softer, but I got plenty of space for 4 adults right here. Large panoramic window, wood valance, USB-C and A charging right there. This does reduce down into a sleeper, and I got storage, which is opened up underneath. It's a great spot for sliding the bags, maybe even a laundry basket, games, whatever, right under there. And if you need more pantry space, you got it right behind your booth dinette. All right, let's take a look at this kitchen now though. You start the kitchen with a 12-volt, 16 cubic foot Everchill fridge freezer combo with the double door freezer. This is nicer than the fridge that I have in my house. This is pretty sweet. Plus the adjustable shelves give you the option to move and adjust the stuff that you need for how many ever people you're gonna have inside your 34 BHS. We can sleep 8, maybe more, depending on your configuration. And to cook them those camp cooked meals, look at your L-shaped kitchen. Good area to pass by here. So if I'm cleaning or prepping, somebody can still access the fridge. They can still get to the microwave. And if I want to do some cleaning, look at this. This is absolutely beautiful with the aesthetic. Oversized sink, which is undermounted, thanks to my press surface countertop with the rounded edges. Good prep space, and my cooktop is flush mounted, 3-burner with an oversized oven. My drawers, solid wood, finished off on drawer guides. Just look how nice and clean that looks. I even got a little storage space underneath. But for entertaining everybody, you gotta have good visibility. So if I'm standing right here, Ryan, take a look at the entertainment center. Everybody can see that. Everybody can see that. Yeah, sure. I got my Coleman Mach HVAC controls right there for my 15K BTU ducted AC and my 30,000 BTU furnace. But to knock the chill off the air, I got myself a little fireplace. Yeah, baby. That will give you about 5,000 BTUs of heat. You can hear the blower going right there. Does a great job of knocking the chill off the air. The TV comes out. So I like how this can be pretty much moved around. So even if I'm prepping in the kitchen and somebody's sitting here or at the dinette, we can all watch the game at the same time. And watching the Bears win while camping is a huge plus. Component shelf there and there. JBL audio system, which is upgraded and dual zone. Plus, when you got cold shoes, maybe from hiking, cut the fireplace on, put them on under there. But we'd mentioned kids, uncles, or grandparents. What about the parents? Let me show you their sanctuary. Before we get to the sanctuary, you gotta know the parents are gonna have their own bathroom. Now this is the primary bathroom, so it does have your neo-angled shower in there, but you got yourself high-rise porcelain bowl with the foot flush, gorgeous forest green on your vanity with the matte black faucet over there, and oversized mirrored medicine cabinet. Just the combination of the white and the greens to me really make this not only stand out, but look better than a lot of the competition. And when it comes time for the rents to rest their head at night, solid pocket door separates the rest of the coach from the primary sanctuary. And what I really like about this is the bathroom space also helps separate that. You truly have a house style layout in this bath and half RV. Come in, queen size bed nestled in its own slide with storage up top. I got mirrored ward storage right here, as well as another walk-in storage, motion light, load door at the bottom, and it's washer dryer prepped. For additional entertaining, you got a TV backer here with your cable and power connection, as well as a little storage spot. But we can't forget about the other member of the family. We got the ones with 2 legs. What about the ones with 4 legs? They're gonna be just fine too, because you have a pet carrier with its own doggy bowl setup and storage underneath. So, checking all the boxes for the multi-generational as well as the family friend. I think the Heartland Eddie Bauer 34 BHS did a good job with it. Leave me some comments down below and let me know what you think. But we also gotta go check out the outside, so let's do that now. Now, your campground might not have this, but it will have smooth aluminum siding with tough coat paint, which not only is it some of the thickest aluminum you're gonna find inside the industry, it's going to not fade thanks to that coating. You got multiple storage options, enclosed underbelly, and an outside kitchen. So right up front, you're gonna see you got a new front cap on this one too. I like the color scheme because it almost makes it look like we have a windshield up there. And right up front, you're gonna find a nice camp convenience. Powered tongue jack with LED light. Get hooked up and set up a lot quicker. Plus you got your twin 20-pound LP tanks. Furion solar charged 10 amp controller right there, which is just a plug. So if you get the briefcases, you can plug it in and help trickle charge those batteries that are gonna be on your battery rail. Plus the powder coated frame is really a good solid support for this coach. You'll also notice too that it has the front drop frame. That allows us to get a little bit bigger storage right up front. Now, because of how everything is inside this coach, you have storage on both sides, but it is not pass through, but you do have the magnetic anti-slam doors. And you're also set up for tire pressure monitoring. Please, whatever RV you get that. Got your slide with more storage here. Enclosed underbelly underneath. Got your power stabilizer jacks both in the front and the rear, solid step-over steps leading into the main entry point, and your JBL marine grade speakers on the outside. These things thump just like the system on the inside does. And look at how clean and shiny my Endurance tires are. Yep, the green nozzle on there also means that that is a nitro-filled tire. Got the Dexter Easy Lube axles on here. The extra wide berth in between my axles is also going to help with that smoother toe. You're not going to have a lot of rocking while going down the road. Back of your furnace, back of your hot water heater, you got your fresh tank fill as well as your cable connection and power. If you want to set up some outside entertainment, you can. But do me a favor, don't put the TV or your camp chair in front of this, because no bueno. Large awning with the LED light strip. And of course, it's a bunkhouse. So you got to have an outside kitchen. But with the Eddie Bauer, you don't get just an outside kitchen. You get a massive outside kitchen that features a plumbed sink and a Lodge seasoned cast iron griddle. Open up lunch, open up breakfast, get yourself some eggs and bacon. And you even got a little metal slide out compartment for all the tools that you may need for cooking while outside. But it is so hard, especially in today's day and age, to find an outdoor kitchen that is plumbed. So having that, very nice. And you even got the little mini fridge with the little Eddie Bauer lift right there. 4x4 sewer hose storage on the back, spare tire mounted. Plus we are prepped for backup camera. And take a look at the sealed safety windows that we have on this beauty. Come around to the off-camp side. This is where you're going to find all of your main connections. So your 50 amp plug is right here, as well as your city water connection, black tank flush, spray port, aka external shower, and your main cable connection for when you're at the campsite. And down below that is going to be your terminations. Now your tanks on the 34 BHS are 44, 60, and 60. So 44 gallon fresh, 60 gray, 60 black. That's pretty good. But when you're talking about a bath and a half RV, you're going to need a gray tank that's pretty beefy. Other terminations are right there. This is that storage that's in the primary bedroom where the washer and dryer prep is. I like this because if I have like a case of water or something like that, I can load it in here or load it in the side without having to go up the stairs with it. 8+. This beauty is set up for you if you're a couple, active family, that multi-generational, the grandparents who just want to go visit the kids or have something set up so that the family can come visit you. This beauty checks all the boxes. And the fact that it's mixed with that iconic Eddie Bauer look is just icing on the cake. And at this price point, chef's kiss. Mwah. Leave me some comments down below and let me know, what did you think of the Heartland Eddie Bauer 34 BHS? What would you change about it? Thanks for joining me for the Heartland Eddie Bauer 34 BHS. I'm Chris Young. I'll see you soon.